Okay, we are going to do a little commentary here. Um, in April, I have a pretty big trip coming up. I'm going to start here in Los Angeles' Union Station and take the Coast Starlight up to Seattle, where I will stay for 2 days, so I can see a friend of mine that I grew up with and my niece who lives in Seattle. My friend lives outside of Seattle in Granite Falls, so I hope to get to see both of them. And then after my little stay in Seattle, I plan on doing some video around Pike's Marketplace, and where they do the fish toss. And whatever you do, when you buy spices, small amounts, and from the spice merchant there, declare when you go to SeaTac or you're going to get flagged. I bought some spices from the spice merchant there at Pike's Market, and just a little bit so I could try them out, see how I liked them. And they were in the little baggies, but they had the label on them, and they were sealed, and they were in the bag from the marketplace, and I had my receipt and all. And I'm at SeaTac, and my bag gets kicked to the side. Guy asked me, says, well, the usual question, is there anything in there that's going to stick me, da 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 da. And I said, no. I says, I do have some spices in there. He said, yeah. I said, that's what we're looking at. So he got them out, and he could see that they were just spices from a merchant, and they had the bags labeled, and my receipt and everything. So he didn't detain me very long. I just thought, well, next time I will ship my spices home instead of trying to smuggle spices through the airport. So that was kind of humorous in a way. I mean, but it shows they're on their toes. I mean, I would rather they were watching than not. So anyhow, Pike's Place Market I want to go to, and I also want to go to the Museum of Flight there again. The CEO or one of the higher ups kind of freaked me out when I was there last time. There's this guy standing there by this great big huge TV screen, and he says hi to us, and there's this guy on the TV screen, and I thought it was one of those AI things. So I go wave at him, and he does it back, and I was like, oh wow. So then he starts talking to us. I think he got a little bit of a chuckle out of that. So I want to go to the Museum of Flight, probably do a few things, other things down around Seattle. I hope the Center for Wooden Boats is open this time when I go there. I was there last time, but they were closed. So that's what I plan on doing in Seattle. And then I want to go on, I'm going to go on the Empire Builder from Seattle to Chicago, where I will stay overnight in Chicago again at La Quinta Inn in downtown, which was really nice last time. So now, after I stay there, we'll get back on the Southwest Chief and go to Kansas City, where I will get off there and drive to Olathe and stay there for almost 5 days, see my sisters and my niece, and then get back on the Southwest Chief and come back to Los Angeles, where I'm going to stay about maybe 2-3 days, rest up a little bit again. And then I'm going to take off on the Sunset Limited to San Antonio, where I hope to be able to see a person that I've known for many, many years, that we've been pretty good friends for quite a long time. So I'd like to see her and so we can see what each other looks like, other than Facebook, but we go back further than that. And so after I see her for a day, then I'm going to get back on the the Texas Eagle and go to Chicago, where I want to stay in Chicago 2, maybe 3 days, probably 2 days. And then I want to get back on the California Zephyr and go to Emeryville, California, which is across the bay from San Francisco and Oakland. And so then after I get there, I'm trying to decide if I want to take the train back home or if I want to just fly back home from there, because I might be done by that time, because that's going to be, oh goodness, probably 15,000 plus miles maybe. So it's going to be a lot of fun. My upcoming trip, like I said, is going to be titled "How to Survive Coach on Long Haul Trains." So I'm going to record as much as I can, take notes in a journal so that I can, have things to fall back on if I, remember, instances. So let's let everyone know how my coach experience went. Like I said, I got 2 tickets, so I have both seats. I don't have to have a seatmate. So that's going to be the saving grace of this big ride here. Then after that, I probably will stay home for a while. And then maybe late fall, I still want to go back to Death Valley. I've been wanting to do that. I was there last year on June 4, and it was 114 when I got to Furnace Creek in Death Valley. So I hope it's a little cooler this next time, because oh my goodness, at 10 p.m. that night in my campground, it was still 106. And what made me finally end up leaving was the other tent camper decided to light a fire, which of course blew right over into my tent, and gave me a perfect reason to pack up and go to Lone Pine and sleep in a hotel room for the night, which was really nice. I enjoyed that. It was a hotel called the Dow, D-O-W, and nice older hotel, and they have kind of like motel hotel type rooms, and older but very well maintained, and I would stay there again in a minute. So anyway, April 13th, Chef's Treks is heading out on another big adventure, so I hope to make these videos a lot more interesting. I'm going to try to do more talking about what we're seeing as we're riding, not just let you see the scenery. Kind of before I was too just looking at the scenery, so not thinking about commentaries, but so now I'm going to do some different things with my videos. And like I also said, I'm starting to try and include art when I go out and do videos too. So like I say, my videos are not just Amtrak. I do other forms of travel too. I was out in a boat in Puget Sound a few different times. I was in a canoe in a river in Wichita, in Kansas, and floated over into Call Lake in Oklahoma. And oh goodness, I've been a lot of places. So anyhow, Chef's Treks hopes to bring you a great ride. This is going to be, and as Jeb Brooks from Greener Grass said, it's going to be an epic journey. So let's travel.